Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, on the CastiaMC Skyblock server. Yeah, I got a little minion dude in the background doing proper stuff now. So he's got his own little place where he can bash away as much as he wants. He can make funny sounds. He can keep going. It's all very good. And I've got him working on these chests here. So that's where he's putting his stuff. He's not putting it in my AFK bit anymore. And all of his food is still coming out of this chest behind me. And oh my goodness, this fella can't half eat. He troughs through food like someone I have never ever known. It's absolutely disgusting. He's got it all down his shirt. He's eaten 4 farms. He's just going completely bonkers on the food. But it's all right because he's really cute, so he's allowed. Anyway, we are going to do, I'm hoping, a few interesting things in this one. But what I am trying to do is get this platform completely finished. I may have accidentally, I say accidentally in that it wasn't remotely accidentally, I may have accidentally managed to expand the island to 150 by 150. Whoops, because I wanted it to be big. And what that means is I've now got 22,500 blocks to place to create the 150 by 150 square at the bottom, which is really not fun for anybody, especially me. But I've got most of it already done. My island level has gone up. Oh yes, level, there we go. Right, so we're level 520. So that has increased by, what, 300 odd since the last episode, which is not too shabby. And we're going to have a crack now at expanding it down there. So I'll meet you down there. So you can see down here, it is an absolute vastness of torches, which, I mean, they're only there really to allow me to see what I'm doing, because at the moment all the mobs are turned off. But it's quite big, isn't it? In that, if I come all the way over here, hang on, let's get all the way to the edge. This is at like the edgiest of the edges over here. Just shove a block down there because I can. This is as far to the edge as we can get. You can't actually see the other end, so it's beyond the render distance, which is just mental. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to carry on building up this this platform until hopefully you'll see it as finished. He says, I'm saying finished. I'm saying maybe finished, but I don't want to commit because it's quite big. And as a result of it being quite big, it's taken about 47 years. Bear in mind, loads of these people have done their islands with people. Do you know what I mean? It's like with people, not on their own. It's just me whacking down concrete blocks on the floor at a minute. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing any of this sharing the island malarkey. I'm doing it literally all on my Jack Jones. So it's going to take a little while, but I'll be back when I've at least done a lot more. So it's all very, very exciting, and I shall tell you for why it's very exciting. I have just dumped off excess cobble, and the reason I can dump off excess cobble, you still going, fella? Why have you stopped? Oh my goodness, how come you've stopped? Have you run out of food? There's no way you've run out of food. Okay, let's shove those carrots in there. Are you going to eat carrots? Yes, you're going to eat carrots at last. So he's filling up the chests really quite nicely. How's he done? He's done that. He's done, right. So he's almost there to fill in, and then I can empty it. I've not done any AFK, and I'm still going to have 6 double chests worth. So if I come down here for a lot, and then I go up to, well, hang on, that way. Let's get ourselves down to the lower level. And come out, come forward and go back in again, and it's all good. Right, so I'm going to be starting to think about doing stuff up here because I've got some thoughts, I've got some ideas, I've got some stuff. But what I've done here, look here, is I have got, I hope I've done it all, I think I have. I've got a platform that is, let me just check, this is Y. So I'm stood Y1. So this is as low as it can go. It cannot go any lower than this. And I have done a very big platform. Now, I may have accidentally increased my platform size to 150 by 150. Yeah, as I said before. So this is now 22,500 cobblestone blocks for the floor, which is mental. Have you got any idea how my finger feels having clicked 22,500 times? I'll tell you now, dear viewer, I have blisters and calluses and it's almost fallen off. That is how bad it is. It's mental. It's actually beyond the render distance of the world, of the island, which is really, really crazy. But I had to. And I'll tell you why I had to. Because I don't want to not have this big disc up here. But I do want to do something with it. And I didn't want it to be like edge to edge of the entire platform. So I've made it more central. It's not entirely central, but it's fairly central-ish. And with that, we're going to build something really quite nice. That up there is going to be the area that has the farms that generate the stuff that you can come down to this level, because this is where I'm going to put my warp. You can come down to this level to do the profit shops and come in and get stuff and come in and looking around. But it's not just going to be a profit shop. Oh no, this is going to be something a little bit more. I'm not committing to it on the camera because I might change my mind. But we are going to do something really quite smart. And what we are going to do is these discs will cease to be discs. Well, that one in the middle probably won't cease to be discs, but these discs will cease to be discs and there'll be something a little more. And bear in mind that that platform at the top there, I'm walking all the way along here, look, that platform at the top there that I started on, that's going. We're getting rid of that eventually, and we are going to turn that into more stuff. Basically, we're going to have a bit of a island-esque little floating islands going up all over the place type stuff. I'm going to have all of my personal warps on those different islands, and I'm going to link them up somehow. I don't know how yet. I'm going to link them up somehow, and that is going to allow us to then have a really good looking island. I want something that's aesthetically amazing, but at the same time has good function for people to come and have a look. Not just to buy stuff, but maybe to come and have a look around and see what we've done. We're going to make this platform here mental. I've got massive plans. Anyway, moving on, because I've gone on about my massive plans way too long. My island level now, if you are interested. Oh, no. My IS is 648 by virtue of the 22,500 cobblestone blocks that we have placed along this y-axis. Anyway, so what I'm going to do first is we're going to leave this now. This area is going to be left, certainly as far as this episode is concerned. We're going to leave this episode now, and we're going to go back up to, except if I can actually get up. Oh, you foolish man. Right, that's it. Up you go. So we're going to go up. I was pressing the wrong button. We're going to go up and get to this level, because what we want to do with this level is start thinking about what are we going to put in here to start with. What farms do we want people to be able to use? Do we want them to be able to use kind of ore farms? Am I going to need to put some kind of sorting system in here? The answer is yes, I am. And what else am I going to put? I'm going to put some mob farms, all that kind of stuffs that you can have down here. So my question to you is, in the comments below, those of you that already play Castia, what would you want in your profit shop? And those that you don't, but are maybe thinking about it, what would you want in your profit shop? Easy question. It's the same question for everybody, whether you play it or not. What do you think would be a good idea to get farms up here, and then we can create those and pretty much just get moving? I think that's awesome. Right, shall we start to crack on? Because what I also want to do is think about how these are going to descend into this area. I'm not going to do that just yet, but that is still a consideration. So what I think we need to do next is to start to deconstruct some of the stuff at the top, so as we can reconstruct it here. So first thing we've got to do is get ourselves back down again. Right, down we go. Right, first thing we've got to do is create ourselves a bit of an infinite water source on this floor, so we don't have to keep messing around going backwards and forwards for water. Now we've got them here, but I want to create another one actually in the system, because I think we're probably going to just need it for access purposes. So I'm going to just, oh, that's a good point. They're not going to do that, right? So I'm just about to create myself more cobble. Congratulations. Right, so we are going to make an infinite water. How am I going to do this? Oh, right, so I need to get my crafting table. Right, so I've crafted up a few half slabs now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use cobble here to create my infinite water source. So that's 1, 2, not there, you fool. Right, 1, 2, there, and there. And then get my torch back, because I'm a bit short on the old torches. Give me my torch back. Of course I can't, because there we go. And switch it back. And then shove one bucket in there, one bucket in there, and then I can slab up the top. Like that, because it looks a little bit prettier if I do it that way. Right, so there's my infinite water source. That's beautiful. Now what I want to do is I want to, oh yeah, I made a hole in that. Let's not talk about that. I want to come to the center, because first thing I want to do is I want to create a mob farm. And the mob farm I want to create is going to be, I mean, not big. I'm not wanting it to be big, but I do want it to be such that it drops a decent amount of mobs into the system. So let's just get rid of those two things first. And what I'm hoping we can do is that we can have just one hole in the middle. So let's get rid of that hole now. There we go. We've got one hole in the middle. That's going to be the drop. And then here, except I'm going to use smooth stone, we're going to use smooth stone to create the channels down which it's going to flow. So what we want is we want 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those of you that wanted some counting with Avo in Skyblocks, I am happy to oblige. So there is 8 that way. I'm going to do the same this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the next one like that. Same size. Dunk, 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 dunk. Get rid of that and dunk. So I do want to... no, not do that, you fool. Oh, accepts course. Where's my thumb? Oh, I'm having a bad day already. Right, number 2. Accept wrong one. There we go. Thank you. For goodness sake, that was harder work than it had to be, wasn't it? Blooming heck. Right, and then here, what we want is we want the mobs are going to basically fall into this this channel. So we're going to come across here. We need to create. I'm going to just shove that there, collect up these, and oh no, that's not what I wanted. This offhand placement of blocks, I couldn't suss it out to start with, and now I do it too much, which is not really what we're after. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a platform made off of stone. There we go, we'll shove that there, made off of stone coming this way, which will swoop all of our spawns into this channel, which will swoop them all down into that bit there where you can go down and have a nice time collecting all the stuff. Now I might make it so as it's an XP grinder, but what I'll probably more likely do is I'm going to make it so as it's a mob drop collector, and then that goes into some kind of sorting system again that will allow us to sort out the different elements of the drops. Well, I think that's probably the right way to go. So to be able to do that, we need this to be, right, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this needs to be 8 where this is 1. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 all the way along. And we're going to need to go and make a load more of these slabs. So I'm going to try and create this shape out of these stones, and I'll be back when I'm done. So I've managed to build this up, and we have got in here a zombie spawner. Apparently the zombie has spawned on top of the spawner. I need to address that. We've got a skelly spawner, and in the middle we have a creeper spawner. So I need to just address the fact that they are spawning on the top. So if I come along here, I need to build up to the top like that. I need to jump on there, give him a little push, 1, 2, 3, like that. I need to jump on there, give him a little push. 1, 2, 3, like that. Jump, get on there like that. Happy days. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is that sorted. Right, so that's fairly dark. Obviously, if it's daytime, we're still potentially going to be having some problems. And I'm waiting for another monster spawner there. I've not got one yet, but that's where I want my other monster spawner. I'll then get rid of that, and that'll give us a full. Okay, so we've got stuff falling on top of it there, I noticed. So we're going to have to do something about that. So if I come up 1, 2, 3, 4, I need to make sure we're not getting anything falling on the edge. How can I achieve that? How can I stop things falling on the edge? You get in there, that's right. So if I just create a ring around here, and I wonder if I've got to go all the way to the top to stop things falling. I mean, it'd be very good for blocks. Let's just jump on down on there. Be very good for blocks, but I wonder whether or not it might be a bad idea in general. Let's just get rid of that. If I come up on here, I can hit stuff, but I can only hit one at a time, obviously, because it's not a sword. But I'm at least having a go, killing some stuff. Get rid of this for now, just for the sake of this demonstration. Come on, die, you horrible mobs. There were a lot of mobs there. That's really confused me, actually. There's way more mobs than I thought there would be. Right, so that's all of that. And did that actually collect anything is my question. Yes, it did. We got some arrows, some rotten flesh, bones, and gunpowder. So, okay, so it does work. Theoretically, we're going to have to play around with it, though. Mainly because it's, at the minute, it's not ready to be a farm, is it? It's more just like a... It's sort of like a... I've moved the mob spawner down. I've moved the mob farm downwards. So I need to work on that. But that's got some promise, and then maybe if I can get that in the right way, I could get like a hunter minion in there to do the killing for me. That hunter minion can then specify any chest I want, anywhere I want, and that can go into some kind of sorting system. We are getting it sussed. Yes, we are. And there you have it. So that is sort of Castia 5. There's still a lot of work to do. I appreciate, probably didn't think there was an awful lot gone on there, but there's a lot, believe me. 22,500 blocks lot. There is a lot going on in this island at the moment. And is it going to let me say what my island level is? IS level is 654 at the close. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I shall keep on making these Castia Skyblock videos. And also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you on another video. You take it easy now. Bye.